Hello Scorpio, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your June tarot forecast. As always, we're going to be taking a look at your love situation, your career and workspace, and we'll get you some guidance from the universe on how to navigate the energies of the months to your highest good. I will also pull some messages from your person of interest to yourself at the end of the reading, so stick around. Okay, let's get started. And of course, as always, I start with an oracle card. So let's see what comes out for you for the month of June. I am doing these readings for the Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus positions. So, for example, if you're watching it because your sun sign is in Scorpio, if this story, because this is a collective reading, so it may or may not resonate for you, or may partly resonate. So if you're wishing for more information or this didn't resonate, so please check out videos for your other placements and see what kind of messages they include for you. So your message is a change in the wind, which actually has been quite a topic in the months of June. There are a lot of things happening on the planetary level. And of course, depending on how this particular energy, in this case Scorpio, is relating to those, it will be a little bit different for every sign, right? Like the aspects of it, the messages, the parts of life that it will be impacted. But this is the card that I've got for you, and it's card number 12, and I like that because it means that something in your life came full circle and you're ready for the new chapter, right? So this is like a big change. It's not like you're changing, I don't know, your protein intake, right? This is something big, something pretty that will take time adjusting to, I'm hearing. But in a good way, you know? I mean, if something like, whether something is good or bad is pretty relative anyway, right? But this is like legit good change, but it will be new, it will be different, and it will take time to adjust to that. Okay, let's go to tarot, and today I've got my Muse deck with me. I love this beautiful deck. I missed it a lot while I was traveling. I didn't take it with me, so I'm really happy to be back to all of my decks overall now that I'm home, but also to be able to use this particular deck. So let's see what we have for Scorpio. I'm back on schedule with personal reading, so if you would like to get a personalized message for your specific situation, I do personal readings. I also do coaching sessions, so you can reach out to me via an email address or my website, mindfulbamboo.com. We have Two of Materials, it's Two of Pentacles for your love situation. Also Ace of Voices, which is Ace of Swords, and the Chariot. Okay, that's interesting. For your work situation, we have 10 of Emotions. Look at that. Beautiful. 6 of Materials. Love it. Wow. 8 of Materials. Then the advice is Knight of Voices. 7 of Emotions. We've got several 7s in the reading. And Queen of Inspiration. Lovely. 10 of Materials at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, that's what's in stock for you. This is 10 of Pentacles, right? This is that abundance. And look at this beautiful, like, both the gathering of people around the tree, and they're, you know, definitely doing some kind of ritual together. And the beautiful, beautiful roses on the tree, right? All of this, like all aspects of this picture are beautiful. So it's not just the material aspect of it, but it's also coming together of people that are near and dear to you in your life. Okay, so let's go one by one. For the love situation, we have Two of Materials, Ace of Voices, and the Chariot. So I'm getting that in terms of love, you are like, I don't see much of the relationship in here, to be completely honest, which happens, right? Because the most important relationship we have is with ourselves, actually, right? And not to mention that I don't have any other better position to put cards that are supposed to be about you, yourself, you know, your place, like your work and your energy. So there we go. So I'm getting that lately you felt like you've been doing a lot of kind of like, you had to jump through a lot of hoops to keep the relationship intact, or you had to compromise a lot to start the relationship or to keep a relationship, right? Depends on where you are in your relationship cycle, right? But it took a lot of you, right? A lot more than it's supposed to be. It was harder than it should be. And now you're getting this voice. Look at that. Both the Ace of Voices and this particular Chariot card are about getting your voice. Like, this is heart chakra, but still, right? We are able to speak honestly, speak our truth, not even honestly, but to speak our truth out loud when our heart chakra is also activated, right? When we can move forward safely with it, right? Look at her pose, right? She is open to the world, right? So what I'm getting is that you are now gaining momentum in speaking your truth and seeing how it's taking you forward, how it's actually, it's not intimidating to people, it's not ruffling feathers, but it's actually giving them a much better idea of who you are, what you like, how you are in love, all right? And you know, what makes you happy, basically, right? It's supposed to be spoken. It's supposed to be like, look at all these colors, even in her hair, right? Like, people are supposed to see all these colors of you. It's just not going to be fair if you try to cover up some of it, right? Like, if you're like, okay, I'm going to show this part, but this I'm going to hide, or maybe I'll talk about it later, right? Like, this is more of that embrace of who you are, all of it, right? And wanting to share that, like in that song, all of you, you know, all of me loves all of you. That's how it's supposed to be in true love. Oh wow, I love what's going on in your career space, actually, because A, we have emotional fulfillment to like its max degree. B, we have equal give and take, and you know, true healthy partnerships. And we have, on the other hand, we have the Eight of Materials, which is about getting a lot of work done, right? So you'll feel like you're on top of the world because you'll have the team around, and you'll have the resources that you need to do what you wanted and even more, right? Like, things will come along easily, and you'll start seeing how much that kind of environment actually means in terms of getting things done. So not just like creating a task and then fulfilling it, or giving somebody a task, or if you are working for yourself, you're working with clients, maybe like doing a service for a client, right? Following the steps. But where that emotional ingredient comes in, and that's what creates magic, where it's over the top of what like was the baseline, right? What gives you space for creativity, and what gives ideas for innovation in whatever it is you are doing or you want to do. And then as for advice, it's very interesting because, yeah, these are all very different energies. We have voices, emotions, and inspiration. So these are different suits. And to me, the general message is that, and we actually have 10 of Materials on the bottom of the deck, which is another suit, right? That you're supposed to embrace and to utilize all the resources you have, right? All the elements. If you are into working with different elements, right? Or even in astrology, you know, where certain energies are of certain elements, like Scorpio is water energy, for example. This is a perfect time to find a way to utilize all of them, to bring all of them together, right? There's no stronger or weaker energy. There's no more positive or negative, right? Or important or unimportant. They're all equally important. And it's important that you embrace that in yourself more than anything else. So to me, this is about the variety of emotions that you have, that you're supposed to accept them and work with them. Scorpios usually go pretty deep when it comes to emotions. And a lot of times in our society, it's not necessarily accepted well, or don't even get me started on not educating people how to deal with their emotions in a healthy way. Not like suppress them, not like replace them with something else in the physical, but actually work with them as they come in, right? So it's important to do that. The Queen of Inspiration, it's telling you that whenever those ideas come in, whatever makes you excited, that's a true sign that that's something to note down and to pursue, right? Even if it sounds a little crazy, and even if it sounds like it's going to take a lot to get done, right? It's important to keep that going and not even just to accept it, but to be able to act on it, right? To respect your inspiration there. And then finally, with the Knight of Swords, this is where we started actually, about communicating who you are, your needs, your wants, and your intentions, right? This is like, see the Pegasus is like flying in the sky. So this is like communicating it to the whole world. It's not like in a private conversation with a close friend behind the closed doors, right? It's out in public where you should be unapologetically yourself, right? Whatever it means to you. Okay, let's get some messages from your person to yourself. Messages for Scorpio from their person of interest. Oh, Judgment. Death. Wow. Judgment, death, and we have Five of Pentacles. So there's something that your person is going through where they feel left out in the cold, where they feel like they've been treated unfairly, maybe not necessarily in your relationship, but you know, in some important relationships in life, right? It could be, of course, about parents, children as well, friends, colleagues, right? It can be anything really, a boss, right? But this is something that falls into their in the center of their attention right now, right? And the universe is working with them on this rejuvenation of the energy, where the old paradigms are supposed to die, where they felt like a victim, right? Like the victim mentality is supposed to fall away and be replaced with a deeper knowledge and understanding how this relationship circulate, right? How do you come to the place where you feel like that? Why? Right? It's going back to inner child work. It's going back to actual childhood and certain experiences of where it all started, right? So this is again going deep, and that, by the way, is the death card, is the Scorpio energy. She's about like you know, going deep and changing things around. It's death and rebirth, really, right? Judgment is a Sag energy, but judgment to me is like igniting the desire to do things differently, right? Which your person judging from these messages can use. So because while they are in this mentality, it's going to block them from experiencing truly what your relationship, what your connection can provide to you. And it doesn't mean that they're a bad person, or, you know, they are in a horrible place, or they're unable to love. But I mean, into different people, it's going to be expressing itself to different extent. But if that block exists, even if they don't talk about it, or if they're trying to play it small, deep down, it's huge for them. It's a huge energy, or it's a huge amount of pain and suffering while it's still there, which will mean that there will be areas of life where this will become a blocker for your happiness together. So it's really important that they respond to these universal energies and they do get some insights on what is it all about and how to turn this around so that your whole life, you know, the whole lifetime doesn't depend on those experiences, because we can work with them. We can undo, redo, and reprogram ourselves into something much healthier, much more loving. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and please don't forget to like the video, to subscribe to my channel, and to check out my other videos on the channel.